it nice and loud for Allison Wojtowecz.
Actually, I'm just here to tell you guys I quit. That's my set. No. Hello, yes, this entire section of white women that Jared loves so much is... I just did. Okay, so I've been using my mom's laptop for stuff, and I got it's like attached to her phone still, and I saw a text message from my dad last night being like, "Don't tell Allison, but." I'm hoping this is the "Don't tell Allison, but." I really, God, please let this be it. I've been using my mom's computer because for World Kindness Day, I tipped my waiter extra, and then I walked out to find my truck smashed into and my laptop was stolen. I always tell people, like, when you do stuff like World Kindness Day, you want to pay it forward. So raise your hand if you drive a truck and have a computer in it. I need to pay this one forward too. Oh man, this is fun. I've never performed comedy north of the border in Williamson County. I live up here. Recently moved back. I'm from Williamson County. Hello. It feels like... yeah, I keep whooping. I have a joke about that later. I don't know. It's cool to be back. My new roommates are kind of narcs, though. My parents are narcs. Moved back in with my parents in Williamson County, where Crystal should not be advertising her new entrepreneurial pursuit here. You get 10 years for a gram. Yeah, no, it's been fun. I don't know. I guess there's been some weird things getting used to, like, to get used to again living with parents. For instance, my dad told me all these chokers I've been wearing make me look like I've been tied up, and I had to remind him that he should not kink shame. That's not nice. Guys, I haven't worn jeans in years, and I just ordered 3 pairs of them, and I'm very proud that they actually fit. I forgot, though, my favorite part about wearing jeans is carrying lip gloss in my pocket. Because there's always a chance that this lip gloss is a tampon, and no one fucks with a girl with a tampon in her pocket, you know? Because if I got a tampon in this pocket, there's a high likelihood that there's one in another pocket. No one wants to deal with it. I like telling jokes with the word tampon in them because all the guys' buttholes in the room just like clench up a little bit, you know? It's okay, guys, you can loosen up. Tampons don't go there. It's not what they're for. If you're ever uncomfortable talking about female health stuff, I always like to tell my guy friends that, like, going to the OBGYN is a lot like going to the dentist. It's only awkward when the doctor tries to talk to you with his fingers in your vagina. So, just like the dentist. I don't know what dentist you guys are going to. You're not getting the full service. Yeah. Did you say that's a terrible cavity? Yeah, it's a pretty bad cavity. I don't know. I don't like going to the OBGYN. It's not a good time. My OBGYN particularly just doesn't like me because I act like I know better than her. I was really excited to go see her the other day because I have a superpower. Guys, I don't get a period. I was so excited to tell my OBGYN about this new discovery. I don't need to take your birth control anymore. And she got really mad at me, decided to give me a diagnosis instead. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She told me I have this thing called PCOS. Didn't explain what that meant. Had to go home and Google it myself. PCOS, if you look it up, actually just means probably a cunt, ovaries sterile. So nature decided I'm not having kids. My gynecologist hates me for it because I discovered the secret. Free birth control for life. Evolved. No legislation's keeping me from my birth control. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it like takes a lot of stuff, like pressure off of me though, right? Like, if I want to have sex, I can complain about condoms all I want, you know? I don't need to pull out anymore. I probably have a couple kids running around that I don't know about. really nice to be a white man in 2018. I don't know what they're complaining about. Oh man. Guys, I enjoy lifting heavy things and putting them back down again. Who else likes to waste their time at the gym? Just me? Cool. We're at a bar. Oh, thank you. I have no life. Yeah, I don't know. I like lifting heavy things and putting them back down. My favorite thing about going to the gym, though, is watching guys hit on girls at the gym. Because they watch the girl and wait until she finishes her set, and then they beeline for the girl to try and say something to her. But like, if anyone on this planet, guys should know we don't want to talk when we're finished. Shut up with this cuddling bullshit. Want to take a nap? Lifting's hard.
Light a cigarette.
Light a cigarette in the gym. Pound a quarter pounder, you know. This guy called me a sadist the other day, and I was like, dude, that's not how you get someone to stop choking you. It's never the safe word. He's like, no, you're a sadist because you like to lift weights. And I was like, I don't think you understand. I started lifting weights to get hit on at the gym. This whole Me Too movement really fucked up my whole game plan. I used to have a line of guys waiting to talk to me at the squat rack. They're full of pointers, by the way, pun intended. Now I can't even get help when I actually need it. Like, I'll be at the bench trying to lift something heavy and I'll start to fail and I'll just look at the guy next to me like, no, please, really, I need help. And he's just like, I think that's rape now. I can't. Did you sign a consent form? Can't help. Raise your hand if you think I'm single. Your vote doesn't count, you know me. Guys, I actually paid all of these people to be here tonight.
No, he did.
Yeah, or my dad did. My dad's here. Hi, Dad. Aren't you proud of me? Oh, and my uncle. The gay guys back there? Yeah. Stable gay guys. Yeah. No, I am single. I hate dating. I especially hate like just how a lot of it has moved online recently. But I did break down. I joined the Holy Trinity Church of Austin. Have you heard of this? Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid. Yeah. I call them fuck, marry, kill, but that's my personal opinion. I hate Austin, so I consider this Austin still. I'm in Austin every day. Like, I hate dating in Austin so much. We're the #1 place you are most likely to be ghosted in America. But I really think that zombieing is a bigger issue. Have you guys heard of zombieing? It's when someone ghosts you, but then they like get through their list of people to ignore, so they start over again. And they just start reaching out to you again, and they come back from the dead. Doesn't matter how long it's been. I had a guy zombie me that I went on a Tinder date with last year. He found and messaged me on OkCupid last week. Thought he was being clever, switching platforms, I guess. I don't know. I caught him, and I don't think he remembers that our Tinder date was bad. But I for sure remember. We went to Chipotle. He didn't let me get guac on my Chipotle. Yeah, he wasn't even paying. He stormed out after a political comment that I made, though. I didn't realize anyone still cared about William Taft, but some people need to move on. Got better things to talk about, like how Trump apparently doesn't age. Guys, being back home with my parents reminds me of a lot of stuff my brother and I would do growing up, and one of those things was we had a code word, cry, if you will, to describe whether or not my mom and her friends were drinking on any particular occasion.
What friends?
So, all you have to do to tell if a group of white women is drinking is go like this. Woohoo! We're at a brewery. Is there a coincidence? Yeah, so that was how my brother and I, we would literally be upstairs hanging out, and if we heard mom and her friends downstairs, we would say, who's drinking? And my brother would just go, woohoo! And if they responded, that's how we knew. I had no idea this was so applicable to my adult life. Anytime I feel lonely, I just go to 6th Street and I walk right down the middle of the street and I go, woohoo! And I just get like 6 45-year-old white ladies who will go bar hopping with me. They pay for my martinis all night. They call me the next day, make sure I got home safe. So sweet. I'm in my 20s though, so sometimes I want to hang out with people my age, right? Thank you, we got some 20-somethings in the fam bam over there. Cool thing is this still works on 6th Street with 25-year-olds. You can literally do the same exact thing, change your wording though. Walk down 6th Street and instead of saying woohoo, you just go like this. You go, yes! Like 6 25-year-old white girls. But instead of martinis, they sneak their dollar shots onto your tab. They encourage you to get some dick in the restroom, and then you never hear from them again. I prefer them because I don't want to commit, you know? I like to keep my options open. I have a theater degree and the salary to prove it. Thank you. My favorite thing about theater school is Real Talk Day, which is literally the professor will sit you down and tell you what you look like so you know what parts to audition for. Yeah, I saw the cringe. It was a fun day. On Real Talk Day, my professor went throughout the room and he just pointed at every one of us and gave us a type. He was like, you, villain, you, funny best friend, Allison, young white female. I was so mad. I mentioned I have a truck earlier. There's a lot of things I do that are not young white female. I was so mad. But like, there's 2 times when I'm absolutely what you would expect me to be, you know? First is when I'm drinking. It's the reason I don't have a beer on stage with me tonight. What happens when a white lady drinks, guys? Yeah. Exhibit A. Counterpoint, I would say the night typically goes like this. She says she's not gonna drink. She does. And then she has a twisted ankle, just every single time. That's how you get them to go home at the end of the night, guys, right? Yeah? Come on in, fellas, we're talking about white women. Twisted ankle is how you get a white girl to go home at the end of the night. Either she does it to herself or someone else does it for her. Like there's definitely a goblin running around getting the ones that don't do it themselves, right? Just like a girl walking down 6th Street like, yes! And you just go, shut up, bitch, go home. End of the night. Second time I'm absolutely a young white female is when I go to Hobby Lobby. I don't know what they got going on in that store, guys, but it's like I see a full moon when I walk into that store. My heart starts racing, my eyes are dilated. I'm like pushing one kid in the direction of the glitter and the other one in the direction of the glue. And they're just like, but mom, we came for yarn. And I'm like, shut up, dad's covering this one. Swipe my husband's credit card. And on the way home, I always have to figure out like, shit, I'm not married and I have no kids. Whose kids did I take from Hobby Lobby this time? Who was in the car with me? There's just kids running around Hobby Lobby. You could just get them, you know? If there's any perverts in the crowd, disregard what I just said. I think when I'm ready to die, I'm gonna show up drunk at Hobby Lobby, you know? That's like my peak. You know, just walk in, take one last shot of tequila, and go woohoo, and like sprout into a mason jar. That's my goal. All right, I gotta get off this stage. Last question. Guys, how do you think this would go over if I did this? My mom got mad at me for lighting incense in my room the other day because she thought it meant I was smoking weed in there. What do you think would happen if I told her it was meth? Do you think? Yes, no? Worse than weed? I think you mean better, dude. One day. All right, I don't smoke weed, bye.